What kind of nerves do you think are going through the body of these three wrestlers, knowing what everybody has seen tonight, what we felt tonight, what we've heard tonight, going on last? This is it. What a pace that has been set by everybody else here at Ring of Honor. What do you think's going through their minds right now?
Each one of these competitors have to know that the pressure is on. They've seen some great matches tonight, and they have to be just a little bit better.
You have the American Dragon, who is such a solid technical wrestler, has a little bit of a martial arts background, a graduate of the Shawn Michaels and Rudy Boy Gonzalez Texas Wrestling Academy. Christopher Daniels, who you know very well.
Oh, yes, I know Chris Daniels very well. One of my best friends, and pound for pound, the best pro wrestler in the world today.
You wouldn't be a little bit biased there, would you?
No, I know by the fact. When you want a tournament, who do you go for? You want Chris Daniels in your tournament. And that's why he is the hardest working pro wrestler out there, not in just the States, but in the whole world.
And Low Ki, of course, brings a combination of grappling, high flying, and a hybrid of martial arts. As you saw just there with that big roundhouse kick. Look at that big chop. You saw a forearm from the American Dragon. All three showcasing their skills and styles just minutes into this matchup.
Yeah, all three have different styles. Low Ki, the most intense pro wrestler that I've ever seen in my entire life. Have you ever seen him in the locker room?
Yes, I have.
2 hours before his match, this guy, you can't even approach him. This guy is so intense. He's lifting things. He's throwing things. He's talking to himself. This guy is insane about what he does. He has a passion for pro wrestling, and that's why he is so successful.
And Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would think the best strategy against a guy like Low Ki would be to break that focus, break that psyche, do something to take him off his game. And a psychological mastermind like Christopher Daniels can easily do that.
Exactly. You have to get Low Ki out of the zone. Christopher Daniels is the key right here. He knows the psychology. He knows how to play with people's heads. But American Dragon, when you're thinking about Low Ki, he's kicking your head off. So you always have to watch your back. This match is so intense right now. You know what? And the pressure is on. All the great matches that we've seen tonight, Ring of Honor, and now we have this one. Oh my goodness!
What an unorthodox suplex. Looks like he's going to snap his neck. Mayaz, American Dragon finds himself in a trail. Whoa! And it should be noted that this is the very first time that these three wrestlers have ever been together in this kind of a three-way dance against each other. They have wrestled each other in tag matches, four-way dances, singles matches, but never these three at the very same time. And I think he's in the zone, Steve.
Oh. Get him out of the zone, Chris Daniels, if you want to win this. That man can kick hard, and he's going to... Chris Daniels may be thanking American Dragon right then and there.
The American Dragon now going early to the count of mutilation. No, broken up. The American Dragon loves to go for that count of mutilation, a very popular submission move out on the West Coast. And Steve, very important to point out that this is one fall to a finish, unlike other matches that we saw tonight. This is not elimination. That's it. One fall and it's over.
So yeah, there you go. Instead of worrying that you can pin one guy or that your opponent can pin one guy and then you have a little breather, you have to get that first pinfall or submission to win this match.
That will prevent any kind of an alliance for any length of time.
Look at this.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, this is the stuff that Chris Daniels makes up. This is the stuff that he dreams about. This is why I think Chris Daniels is the best out there.
Christopher Daniels has traveled all over the world, main evented all kinds of wrestling extravaganzas, all kinds of shows. The Ring of Honor, very happy to have him here tonight. American Dragon and Low Ki relishing in the fact that they get to go on last. Such a prestigious matchup on a prestigious show like Ring of Honor.
Oh, absolutely. They're all going to take this opportunity and make it their advantage. They want to be the man to go down in history as the winner of the main event at the first Ring of Honor show.
And look at Low Ki using those kicks, kind of like an axe, chopping down a tree right now. He's just going nuts all over the American Dragon. What kind of an offense do you have for a kick like that?
Put your hand up.
And coming after such an incredible and momentous and emotional matchup like Super Crazy and Eddie Guerrero, you would think that would only add to the nerves of these three.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the butterflies in each one of these competitors' stomach have to be really taken into account because you have the intensity of all three wrestlers and then the nervousness of all three wrestlers because they know that it's not Super Crazy and Eddie Guerrero at the top of the marquee. Right now, it's American Dragon, Christopher Daniels, and Low Ki at the top of Ring of Honor.
A big heel kick there by Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels kind of had a puzzled look on his face when Super Crazy and Eddie Guerrero were making their way to the locker room. Maybe we'll have more on that on future Ring of Honor shows. Big gut wrench suplex there by Christopher Daniels.
Well, you know, Christopher Daniels, he wants to be the main event. He knows that he's been wrestling for almost 10 years now, and he knows that he deserves that spot. He doesn't want to see a guy like Super Crazy or a guy like Eddie Guerrero who have been on top be in his spot.
He's been all over the world, and he's main evented many shows as Christopher Daniels. Low-key, he's one of these guys that everybody keeps their eye on. They say he is the breakout star of 2002, not to be outdone by the American Dragon, of course. Another guy who had early success in his career, the American Dragon coming from that Texas Wrestling Academy. The American Dragon, Low-key, Christopher Daniels, the list of accomplishments of all three together is just absolutely enormous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is such a great three-way triple threat match. These people here, too, at Ring of Honor, the fans, the reason that these wrestlers are doing what they do. These guys are beating each other half to death. And you know why?
Why's that?
Because these people at Ring of Honor expect it. They want these guys to give it 110%, and these guys aren't giving 110%. They're giving 120.
And how about the Misawa-style knife edge chops coming from the American Dragon? Looks like he's setting up Christopher Daniels for some kind of an Oriental Scorpion, but it looks like it's a different version as he's chicken winging the two arms of Christopher Daniels.
Oh, that's got to be painful. Between the shoulders, the hamstrings, the lower back. Oh, and then the American Dragon's thigh.
And Low-key, what an offense. Those kicks are just absolutely brutal and lethal with the background that he has in martial arts. You can put all of that weight